Hi, I'm Dr. Beverly Jordan. Welcome to my very first episode of Priceless Pearl Girls. What is Priceless Pearl Girls? Glad you asked. Let me read something to you. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant, man seeking goodly pearls. When he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all he had to buy the pearl of great price. Thus, Priceless Pearl Girl was born. And the Priceless Pearl Girl is you, those who are under the sound of my voice, who you have experienced rape, molestation, you've been sex trafficked, or you've experienced incest. Now let's for a minute talk about the difference, because some people don't know what the difference is. And again, I want to stop and say, I am your host, Dr. Beverly Jordan. I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I'm not a psychologist. I'm a doctor of theology. Theology is the study of God, His Word, and His ways. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about the Priceless Pearl Girl and the definitions for the various kinds of sexual abuse. The first one, which may be the least traumatic, maybe, because it just depends on the person, is molestation. Molestation can be defined as inappropriate touching or kissing by an inappropriate person. And it happens to, of course, this is for children, okay? And it can relate to adults, absolutely. Incest is when sexual abuse, sexual violation has occurred and it has been perpetrated, or the perpetrator is a family member, a father, a mother, a sister, a brother, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, grandparents. Incest means it's inside of the family where the sexual violation has occurred. Rape is a violent sexual assault, and it could happen inside the family or outside of the family where intercourse has taken place. And the same with incest. Intercourse has taken place. Then, of course, we understand that sex trafficking is where someone has either been kidnapped or persuaded for some reason to have sex repeatedly with all kinds of men, women, and they're held against their own will and made to be almost what you would call a sex slave. Now, some people have overcome that and have been able to escape or were released for some reason. But the reason we want to talk about the sexual abuse and the atrocity of it is because so much of it continues today in 2024, today being February 4th, 2024, so much sexual abuse continues to happen. And it's kept a secret. That's why I titled this episode, The Secret is Out. The secret is out that we have been violated, sexually violated, and we're not keeping your secret anymore. You offenders, you violators, We're not keeping the secret anymore. We're telling the secret. That's why episode number 2 will be titled, I'm Telling. So let's look at who actually are the offenders. I did a high-level search, and it says that 90% of males are the sexual offenders. Who are the victims? 1 out of 9 girls, usually under the age of 9. Wow. No wonder God sent me to come and get his priceless Pearl Girls to help you heal, to help you know that the Father loves you, to help you know that it was not your fault and it was not something you did, but rather the person who needs help. Out of the 90% of men, it says that 58% of those men are fathers, the natural biological father of those girls. Wow. It causes so much shame and confusion. Out of those, it says, out of the girls that are sexually violated, 41% are sexually violated by their stepfather. Yes. Now, I know this may be hard to believe, but did you know that mothers are sexual offenders of their own children? According to studies. Absolutely. Not only are they sexual offenders to their children, they even go so far as to set their children up with males who request sexual favors of their children. I know. Can you believe it? And so it's up to you and I, those who are adults that will listen in, to be so aware of those who may be sexual predators. That's one of the reasons why sexual violators are required to be on a register, so that people can know who they are living with in a community, who they're working with, or who they're even worshiping with. Sometimes people have children ministries, and a person joins the church and you need help, and perhaps they don't even look at that background, do a background search, and they actually have a pedophile, which is a person who have sexually violated a child or children. So when we look at the priceless Pearl Girls, we see the damage and the hurt that have been inflicted upon them by those they trust. Now let me talk to the priceless Pearl Girls. We know the reason you don't tell is because you love your mother. You love your father. You want to be accepted, or perhaps you're confused. You have so much guilt, so much shame, so much condemnation. You really don't know what to do. But I want you to know that we are here for you. I'm here for you. We are creating a whole community of priceless Pearl Girls, so that you will know your value, so that you will know that you're not forgotten, so that you will know that you're important, so that you will know that you're loved, so that you will know that you're appreciated, so that you would know that you're more than someone who is being violated and picked apart and made to seem like you're nothing and you have no value and you're not wanted. You are loved. The Father, the Heavenly Father, the God, the Creator of heaven and earth loves you. And guess what? I love you. I truly love you. You might ask, well, you don't even know me, Dr. Jordan. I know, but I love you. You know why I love you? First of all, because you're God's creation. You know why I love you? Because you're a human being worthy of being loved. You know why I love you? Because you're me. I was sexually violated by male and female. And the violation, as I can recall, started probably when I was 5. And my father died when I was 2.5. My mother worked a lot of hours. And so this person, he was a trusted family friend. And of course, I didn't like it. I knew it was wrong. But I was so afraid. So afraid. And I didn't know that I could tell someone. I thought if I told my mother, I might get in trouble. See, when you're young and you're confused, you don't know what to do, so you keep the secret. You keep the secret. But guess what? The secret is out. We are not keeping the secret anymore. We're not keeping the secret anymore. We're not keeping the secret if you're our father, our earthly father, our biological father, whether you live with us or not. We're not keeping your secret. We're not keeping your secret if you're my stepfather, whether you're the stepfather or not. We're not keeping the secret. We're not keeping the secret, mom, mother. We're not keeping the secret even if it's your biological mother. We're not keeping the secret if it's mom's boyfriend. We're not keeping the secret. There are those that come out of prison. And mothers just, meet men and move them into their home. They don't bother to look at the record. They don't bother to look at their background. Typically, they'll take a man at his word to say, hey, I got caught, robbing a bank or robbing a store or stealing a car, carjacking. And the woman takes their word for it. Because he knows all the right things to say, all the right places to touch. When yet he could have been incarcerated for child molestation or for rape or for sex trafficking. And yet, mom, mother, so desperate for love yourself, overlooked it. Didn't think about it. Never even considered it. Guess why? Because he said he was incarcerated for carjacking or for assault and battery. He got in a bar fight, a brawl at the bar, you know how they say, or something wild. Whatever he thinks it's going to take for you to let your guard down if you had one up. Because women are so desperate to have a man, to be with a man, to have someone to touch you, to have someone to say all the right things, even if they have to take care of them, even if they have to have them move, even if they have to allow them to move into their home, which is what happens a lot of times. Priceless Pearl Girls, listen. The secret is out. We're not keeping your secret. We're not covering up your guilt. Tell them. It's over. Now, I know it takes a lot of courage. And you might ask, well, if I tell someone that my father has been raping me, then what's going to happen to my father? Or that my father has been calling me to bring my friends home so he can molest them, touch them inappropriate, or have them touch him inappropriate. What's going to happen to my father? Your father will get what he deserves, to be handled by the law enforcement for indecent and inappropriate and illegal behavior like that. And you, priceless Pearl Girls, will be helping someone else's life be saved and their mind remain sound and their destiny to be fulfilled like your destiny is being fulfilled. So don't think that life is over. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on hope. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on being safe and feeling valued. Help is here. And I want to stop right now and give you a number that you can email, you can go online, or you can text or call 988. If you're in a crisis, if you need help, if you feel suicidal, like you want to end it all, take your own life, you can call or text 988. 988. Help is here. It's a behavioral intervention resource. There's someone on that line that will respond immediately because you're priceless. Your life is of such great price and value. I want you, priceless Pearl Girls, to read Matthew chapter 13, verses 45 and 46. And I want you to put your name there. If you don't have a hardcover Bible, write the passage out and put your name there. Priceless Pearl Girl. And so, if I were to write out the passage and I were to put my name, I'll give you an example. I'm going to read verse 45, chapter 13 of the Holy Bible. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man is God, seeking goodly pearls. When he had found one pearl of great price. Who's the one pearl of great price? When he found Beverly, the pearl of great price. Now you have to put your name in there. When he found Melissa, the pearl of great price. When he found Jeanette, the pearl of great price. When he found Vanessa, the pearl of great price. When he found Christian, the girl the pearl of great price. When he found Nancy, the pearl of great price. When he found Linda, the pearl of great price. When he found, I don't know, did I say Michelle? Michelle, the pearl of great price. When he found Susan, the pearl of great price. When he found Tenace, the pearl of great price. When he found Lucinda, the pearl of great price. When he found Justine, the pearl of great price. When he found Chloe, the pearl of great price. I could go on and on. You are that priceless pearl girl, the pearl of great price. And the Father has not forgotten about you. Those that are on the 988 line have not forgotten about you. I have not forgotten about you. Priceless pearl girls. I love you so very much. You're not forgotten. It's a time of healing. It's a time of restoration. It's a time of coming out of the dark place of feeling lost, hopeless, full of despair and confusion. The Father have sent me for you, priceless pearl girls. We're going to be talking more about this every week. And I'm going to, in next week's broadcast, you'll be able to share your comments. I do have a Facebook page. Please feel free to join me on Facebook as we talk about the priceless pearl girl, because that's who you are. I want to give you some other statistics. It says that of the 60% of the victims, and I've already shared with you, 60% of the victims are age 9 or under. Only 20% of the victims actually tell about the sexual violation. Only 20% of the victims tell about the sexual violation. So in other words, the violator tells them, keep it a secret. And because they're intimidated, because they're confused, because they don't know, can you imagine? I want you priceless pearl girls to know that just because someone tells you it's a